Everybody home, you're wearing your blue today. It is Big Blue Friday. Fans are pumped up as we gear up for the Giants playoff game this weekend. Joining me now, this is a special surprise. Three-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl 42 champ, and the centerpiece of the Giants during the Manning era. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Shaun O'Hara. Hey, Shaun, good morning. Thanks for joining.
Top of the morning to you, my man. What a great day. Friday the 13th, and we've got Giants playoff football. It doesn't get any better than that.
Surprise. Can you believe this, though? I mean, on a serious note, would you have ever thought heading into this season that the Giants would be in this position right now?
I don't think anybody was confident in saying the playoff word, and I think it was all about progress. And I think when you just look at the way the team has ascended all season long, their trajectory level has been a crescendo. Every week they're just getting better and better. And I mean, look, it started out week one. I mean, that big win in Tennessee, going for two, the way that Brian Dable taught and coached this team, I think the confidence has grown now. And you know, look, halfway through the season at 7-2, it's, you know, this is definitely a team that could make the playoffs if they can find a way to finish the season out. So I think it's our minds have changed throughout the season. A year ago right now, Chris, there's no way anybody would have said that the Giants were going to be in the playoffs right now. So this has been an unbelievable and remarkable turnaround. And for Giants fans over the last couple of years, and I know you've been right there with all the heartache, you're probably wearing your New York Giants pajamas right now. Bottom.
Yes,
it's been a long time coming.
You obviously had that camera looking into my home last night. Now, you're with the team every week. What is it about this team, though, that has been missing? As you mentioned, it's been 6 years of heartache. But what is it about this team that they have that the last 6 years have been totally missing?
And one word everybody talks about when it's championship cultures is chemistry. And this team, it really cares about each other, and they're really close. They're a bunch of hard workers. So anytime I'm in the building and I walk around and it's an off day, and there's 40 players in there working out. The Giants have done a great job, and Joe Schoen deserves some credit for bringing in guys that want to win, that are willing to work and prepare and do what's necessary to put themselves in a position to win. So I think that's first and foremost. Yeah. But this team is confident. How many times have you seen the Giants get down 10 to 14 points, and it's like, here we go again, and they never find a way to rally back in? This team always finds a way. In Week 16 against Minnesota, they were down 10-0 and rallied back. They were up 13-10. So they've got an unbelievable confidence in themselves and as a team at getting the game in the fourth quarter, and hey, we're going to find a way to win.
Shaun, we were just thinking, back to 15 years ago, and we were just showing highlights of Super Bowl 42 and that improbable run that you guys went on from the wild card spot right to winning the Super Bowl and beating the undefeated Patriots at that point. Is this team capable of that kind of run, or are we putting too much into this squad already?
Well, I think they definitely are capable of going on a run. This is, that's a great thing about playoff football, is it doesn't matter what you did in September, October, November. It's right now who's playing the best football. And I think one of the biggest changes for the Giants defense as they made their playoff push is the defense started getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau has showed up. Dexter Lawrence is having a monster year. Ojulari got healthy and is out on the field. So I think that, and then, if Leonard Williams is healthy, this defense has some teeth up front, and that's the one thing that's been missing. But it's also the one thing that drove us for our Super Bowl run in Super Bowl 42 was our defense. Look, we scored 17 points in the Super Bowl. If you would have told Giants fans that we were only going to score 17 points in the Super Bowl, there's no way they would have thought we would have won. But our defense kept us in the games. This team is a lot like that. And I'll tell you another thing that's very similar is Eli Manning, that was his fourth year in 2007. And I'll never forget, at 0-2, people were writing Eli off as a bust, and they wanted to run him and Tom out of town. And that was his fourth year. We ended up, rallying back and winning the playoffs. Daniel Jones, very similar situation. Look, last year, people threw Daniel Jones in the trash can. Giants fans were done with him. They were looking to recycle him. And now here we are, a totally different narrative, a totally different quarterback. So there are definitely some similarities.
You got to pay the man. I've got about 15 seconds left with you right now. Give me a prediction. They just lost to the Vikings 3 weeks ago. Now it's a whole different ball game. This is the postseason. Everything is on the line. You lose in overtime on a field goal, you're going home. Give me a quick prediction on this one, Shaun.
I like 24-21.
Yeah? Giants?
Yeah, baby. That's right.
I just want to make sure.
We're not going to be feeling blue on Sunday.
I want to make sure. All right, 60. Thanks so much for taking a couple of minutes of this, Shaun. We really appreciate it.
All right, Rags. Good to see you both.
All right, good. Shaun O'Hara joining us here this morning. Be sure to tune in this Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. It is a prime spot for the Giants and the Vikings on this wild card weekend. Otis is going to be in Minneapolis. We'll have live coverage all day right here on CBS 2. And stay with us. We'll be right back.